I kind of want to try, like, taking a bunch of Benadryl just to see if I see a hat, man.
Well, no, like...
I'm sure it causes irreversible brain damage, but...
Yeah, there
partner.
Well, editor, censor that again.
I guess I should just take a look around.
Irreversible brain damage?
No, when he said that character's name.
Mana blend
Editor. But it's fine when we say N-word, that's fine. That's the guy's name. I meant to write Edward anyway.
I love when people like treat cosmic deities or like forces of supernatural nature really mundanely.
Yeah.
I gotta pull it up. It's a don't psychically attack Allah.
Yeah. And tried to astral project to Allah, and he don't astral project to Allah.
Yeah, I gotta look it up. Like, I don't even want to paraphrase it because it's so fucking funny. I want to read it verbatim.
I'm gonna read it masturbatum.
Do not face Allah alone when astral projecting. Today, while astral projecting, I summoned Allah to try and weaken him, so our hexing spells would work better. He's so fucking powerful. I am not at a power level to do this alone. I barely escaped with my life. I'm spiritually injured to a great amount, but I think I'm gonna make it. I can't imagine what he would do to a new unsuspecting witch. I'm scared that I'll have to face him again soon if I ever want to continue astral projecting. I'm currently burning healing incense and drawing spiritual energy from my crystals to try and heal as quickly as possible. Please be safe, everyone. Allah is much stronger than I first imagined.
Inshallah, they will find the light.
Treating the god of the Muslim religion as a fucking, like, boss battle.
I almost got political for a second. But I won't. Maury, shut up! Why are you saying wood to that male thing? You're a disgusting, sick, nasty, possibly green-skinned pervert.
Frankly, Colin, I'm amazed that you don't agree with that. I mean, I think he has a rational position here. I would go down that weird-looking hole right there. I'm sure that's all he meant. Right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
Left! Yeah! Come on, Kung Fu Panda! Come on! I'm not scared anymore!
Well,
I'm not afraid anymore!
Why does it do the Bowser death symbol every time? Ho ho ho. Hello Mario, I stole your fucking girlfriend. Ho ho ho. I genuinely enjoyed that movie. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
Well, yeah, it's
a good. Wasn't it?
To be fair, I did get really stoned and watch the lore videos for it like 5 times. So I guess I had to enjoy it. But because it was a very nice like tribute to the fans.
Look, that movie made no sense for anyone who had no clue what it was going into it.
Yeah.
Which, fine, that movie can exist, but
you know what? It's good that they made it. And it was in theaters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what? That's a step in the right direction, because a lot of movie theaters are, because of streaming, because people aren't in theaters as much anymore because of COVID and like a billion other reasons. A lot of movie companies are just making the same movie over and over because they're not willing to take the risk on movies that like they actually enjoy. Matt Damon talks about this.
I mean, adapting that barely applies. Adapting the most popular video game of the past decade is not risky at all. That's
true, but it does isolate a certain audience. Like, no one who knows what the hell that is.
Look, you've consolidated. It'd be like saying it was a real big risk of them to put the Pokemon movie in theaters.
I mean, without Robin Williams, yeah, as Dr. Oak.
Robin Williams is Dr. Oak?
He was supposed to be, and that's why he wasn't in the movie. That's why he wasn't in Detective Pikachu. Robin Williams was supposed to play Professor Oak in that, but then he sadly passed away. And so they didn't recast it because they felt no one would have done the same job.
Didn't he die in like 2015? The movie didn't come out for another 7 years.
Well, they were writing it. They were like getting it together.
No, so yeah, they were gonna approach him. They didn't have him.
I don't know. I think he would have done it.
He might have. I mean, if anything, he would want to
He wanted to play Pikachu.
And then he wanted to be in a Legend of Zelda movie.
Mm.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
oh, for 1,000%.
Yes. As Link. Hey, I'm Link from Zinc.
Ganon, what the hell is with this cannon?
It's such a shame
Someone
we
listen to
didn't.
my material.
It's such a shame I didn't get. I grew up with him like as a child actor, like as a like when he was in like children's movies. I never got to like appreciate him as like a real comedian. I'd also love to see the outtakes of him doing like the rated R genie, the merchant intro to Aladdin. Because there's like apparently there's like a few different versions of that intro because they told him to just riff. So like when like in the Aladdin intro when like the merchant breaks that thing, apparently he actually broke that in the studio, so they had to animate it. But yeah, that's all just him riffing.
He broke what thing?
In Aladdin when it opens up, it starts with like a merchant like telling a story. And he's like trying to sell you stuff first, and then like he breaks something. But that's because Robin Williams was riffing with like some stuff in the studio, and he broke something.
He actually broke something.
Yeah, it's like in Sweet Emotion that you hear that like little like vibrate sound, and then you hear the vibrate, and then a clap or like a weird like snap. That's because Steven Tyler broke the instrument, and they left it in.
I love when
That's
like happy
great.
coincidences happen and
Yeah, that's not even the funniest part of that song. That little like whatever you hear in this song, that's not like maracas or whatever on the that they had. They found salt packets, and he just shook it into the.
I have these Taco Bell packets right here. Is that like?
Is that anything? Is this content?
Is this something? Please subscribe. Please.
The funniest story, but the absolute funniest story of Steven Tyler is when he heard his own song on the radio while with the band, and he's like, we should play a cover of this, and they were like, that's our song, dipshit. I forgot what song it was, but he's like, song's really good, we should try and cover this, and they're like, that's us, you fucking idiot.
Oh, that happened to Stephen King with Cujo.
Did it?
Yeah, when Cujo came out in theaters, he was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Someone should write a book about this. It's like, dude, not only did someone write a book about this,
No,
but
well,
it was your fucking book.
I mean, Stephen
King self-admittedly remembers like
Nothing.
25% of what he's done in his
Oh
life.
yeah, this is part of it. Yeah.
I
But
know,
now I'm
that's
thinking,
impressive.
but like Steven Tyler probably was also on just as many drugs. And none of them are Ozzy Osbourne where they have that shit in their blood to make them like be fine.
Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys didn't realize his own band made a hit single without him in the 80s.
What?
The song Kokomo.
Really?
The rest of the band recorded it without him, and he heard it on the radio, and he was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. He had no clue it was a Beach Boys song.
You know, one of the Beach Boys who is the uncle of Kevin Love, the power forward for the Miami Heat. He was also on the championship-winning Cleveland Cavaliers. He was also a Minnesota Timberwolves legend who averaged at least 20 points and 20 rebounds a game. To even do that in a game, like just one single game, is hard to do. But to average that for a whole year, that's for a white guy who was fat.
Hey, some of the best athletes of all time are prolific fat guys.
Larry Bird. Larry Bird was built like your auntie, but if he wanted to, he'd go left and give you 50 still.
Marty Brodeur, the winningest goaltender in NHL history, kind of just made the NHL his beer league after he turned like 35.
Nikola Jokic is in terrible shape. Well, relatively terrible shape for the league, and is the best player in the world. It's not even close. Nikola Jokic is the best. It's insane too. Like all this man wants to do. I'm sure he plays like he doesn't really care, but like I think he's just messing around. He does care, like obviously, but like mostly he just cares about his horses in Slovenia or Serbia. No,
Yeah.
Serbia.
What day parade? Tuesday? No, too late. Not gonna be.
But yeah, he's mad funny. And everyone's like, oh, you know, this shtick of him not caring is getting old. It's like, no, because it's pissing you off, so it's still funny. And he's got great chemistry with his teammates. It's like, just because he doesn't show it in, like, press conferences to the douchey press, like, doesn't mean he's an asshole. Like, Kawhi Leonard is apparently one of the funniest people ever. But like, once that man retires, no one's gonna hear shit from him. You're never gonna. He's one of those athletes. He's like, he's gonna. He'll go to the Hall of Fame ceremony when he gets inducted. But like, other than that, like, don't bother him. And like, everyone on the team is like, no one gets it. He's so funny. But like, at the same time, he's like he'll be doing like promo stuff or like sponsor stuff, and he's like, all right, are we done? All right, and he'll just leave. Like, he'll do it perfectly. He's not like an asshole about it, but like, once he's done, like, he's done. He's gone.
That's like, some athletes are like that, where it's like, look, this is a job to me. I'll take it as seriously as I have to, but I'm not. I'm not dancing for you.
Yeah.
My goalie partner this year was like openly antagonistic to a lot of fans, just because he was like, all I owe these people is a good performance. After that,
I remember you telling me that.
The transaction's over.
It's kind of funny.
When I
It's not like he hates all of them. It's just like, I don't care.
Speaking of the hockey thing, when I got to go see Nolan play,
There we go.
I stayed with him in his in the apartment his team has, and we're watching TV, and one of his teammates walks in, and he kind of looks at me confusingly, and I go, hey, I won a contest, I won a raffle, and I get to stay with you guys for the night. And like, you could see for a split second, he was like, no way, this fucking team did that to us. And then like, he looked at Nolan, and Nolan was like laughing, he's like, oh, thank God. And then once he realized it was a joke, he started laughing, but it was just like, for like half a second, he was like, please no.
And that was my goalie partner, by the way.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
So that explains it.
He was even more just like, because sometimes, just again, minor league hockey, the team's got to make money somehow. You just won't put it past them to do the wildest shit.
That's exactly what I thought about it. I was like,
I mean, we were fine. Like, we had great attendance and good ownership, so like, they were never like screwing us over. But
yeah,
sometimes you just hear wild stories out there that make you just go like, wow.
Wow.
the funniest thing was at the bar with your parents there, and they just start talking to this random guy, and then Nolan like shows up, and they're like, Nolan, meet this guy, and both Nolan and the guy are like, hey.
Yeah, my dad is the most charismatic fucker on earth, and it's so annoying because he'll just instantly make friends with someone, just have a full conversation. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's a skill.
Which is so funny, because, like, when we were heading up, they're like, hey, so, like, we don't like to make it known that we're Nolan's parents, we just like to lay back. Then we get there, and he's like, yeah, my son's a goalie. I'm like, time out.
To be fair, Jen hung a giant poster of my face up when she came to see a game in the bar. With the
They let her?
Yeah, it was...
I love that.
Yeah. They just she put it up on there, and it had the title under it, Vanilla Jesus. So,
Vanilla Jesus.
Which, plays well with that demographic.
The whole town was... I mean, the way, like, everyone was jazzed up about us winning, so I don't think the bar owners particularly cared that someone did, like, a hockey, face on the wall. Someone mentioned her, he, like, comes here, right? She was like, yeah, I know.
I was honestly so worried about, like, because, like, I know, like, the team gets approached by a lot of, like, crazy fans and stuff, so I was like, I don't want to, like, I didn't know how the night was going to go, like, if it had gone, like, all night, and then, like, the team, like, leaves one place and, like, bar hops, I didn't want to, like, walk with the team and Nolan and then be like, no, bro, like, no, like, we said hi to the fans, like, you gotta leave them alone.
Be my entourage.
Yeah, no, like, be like a stalker fan. I don't want them to think I'm like a stalker fanboy.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I was like worried they'd be like, alright, bro, like, we get it, like, you like.
All my teammates saying that to you. Not you saying that to other fans.
Yeah. Like, I was worried that your teammates would be like, alright, bro, like, you gotta give them space.
No, everyone's brought like a friend or two up and like hung around, like joining the bars. This is kind of par for the course. So you would have been fine.
I know, it just would have been really funny.
Yes, it would have still been.
Whoa.
You just ooh, but a burp.
Yeah. That was actually the craziest trip up with your parents, because I didn't need to put in headphones once. I just genuinely enjoy talking to your parents. Which is so funny. I only say it's crazy because I can't go more than 5 minutes without putting on headphones when I go on family road trips.
I mean, typically I can't. I mean, look, you're a neutral third party, so like it's easy for them to engage in regular conversation and not like delve into the whatever deep psychosis our family is festering at that particular time.
I'm like a year away. I'm like a year or two away.
Yeah, you're closing in on it.
The most important part was I woke up like 3-4 hours early, so I could like get ridiculously baked. And then like shower so I wouldn't smell or anything. That way, like I wouldn't be like too talkative, too annoying. Like I could just sit there and like enjoy the conversation, but still be charismatic, and like talk and stuff.
Let's go.
And I was just so worried that they would be like, "Wow, this kid will not shut the fuck up. Will he please put on headphones?"
So what's going on in the game at this point?
I'm traveling through Traverse Town. I'm traveling through a specific town, and I don't know why.
He's traversing through Traverse Town, and
All I saw was about like 20 minutes ago. The other like main character showed up in this town, and they did the intro for him again.
wait, I think we have to change. Do we have to change now? What do we have to do? Next, up. Now next up.
I don't know. The bar was about to end anyway, so like this was gonna happen no matter